Hello to all my extroverted friends. It's Amber Fashel, the Lifestyle Architect, and I am the president of the Introvert Society of America. And I've been hearing that some of you are having a little bit of a hard time dealing with this social distancing thing. You know, ever since the coronavirus has hit, your boss has sent you home, you're working remotely, and your kids are even home too for a little while. So your whole routine has been interrupted. No more talks by the coffee pot, no more going to the gym or limited visits to the gym since you got to take care of your kids. And so you might be pulling your hair out right now, but not to worry, because as you know, the president of the Introvert Society, I kind of know a thing or two about how to do this. So if you're worried about falling off your health routine, worry no more. I'm going to show you all my tips for staying healthy when you are stuck in the house. Everything from workout routines that can be done at home to the things that you should be eating and how to stay within a routine. All right, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure that you stay tuned. But before we jump into the content, make sure that you are liking and sharing this content, whether you're watching on Facebook or watching on YouTube. It doesn't take but a few seconds to share with your fellow extroverted friends. We don't want anyone else to be stressed while we're doing these little social distancing tactics, and we want to help them live fully like us introverts. So make sure that you're sharing with them. I'm sure your friend's gonna appreciate it. All right, so stay tuned. Hey there, and welcome back. It's Amber Fashel, the Lifestyle Architect, and I help folks just like you take charge of your health and transform for good. Now, I also double as the president of the Introvert Club, and this whole coronavirus thing that has people working remotely and stuck in their homes is a perfect time for me to tell you all about the tactics I've been using for years to live a healthy and happy lifestyle when you're not around anyone else. All right, so as I just noted, a lot of you are working from home for the very first time. You're used to social interactions. You're used to gathering around the coffee pot and having long conversations with Ted about everything that happened under the sun. Meanwhile, folks like me, we've been at home for the past 2 years, thoroughly enjoying not seeing a single soul every single day. All right, so this is the number one thing that you need to do when you first start working remotely. So the very first thing you need to do is create a routine, because it's actually harder to work from home than it is to work in the office, because essentially what ends up happening is that when you're in a work environment where everything is structured, you create these habits that are tied to specific triggers. So if you know you have a meeting in the morning, every single morning, then you kind of go through those routines. And so you know, hey, I'm going to drink my water after this meeting. I'm going to take a longer walk on my way to the coffee pot to talk to Ted, or I'm going to walk around the parking lot and so forth. But when you're at home and you don't have that structure and you have the freedom to kind of do what you want when you want, you don't end up developing those triggers that set off your actual habits, the good habits at least, that you're trying to create when you're trying to be healthy. So it's very important that you first set those routines. All right, so if you're no longer having that meeting in the morning with your boss, you have to then set time in your schedule to do some of those things. Say, hey, I'm going to drink my water at the top of the hour. I am going to get in movement at lunch, and so forth. You also have the added element of potentially having your kids with you right now, because I know that there are a ton of schools who have let out right now. So if you have your kids at home, you not only have to create a routine for you, but you also have to consider that you may have children at home who need snack time, who need lunch, who need all of these things from you while you're trying to work out and maintain your own health. And they may even have food in your environment that does not jive with what you're trying to eat right now. So go ahead, set that routine, whatever it might look like for you. I'll personally share mine. I have this goal that, hey, I'm going to drink every single hour. Every so many hours, it sets off a trigger to make sure that I move. And remember, all movement counts. So don't think that because you couldn't make it to the gym today that somehow you have failed, because you have not. All movement counts. Get it in at whatever cost, which is a perfect segue into point number 2. What happens if you can't get to the gym? Personally, everything that's going on has not stopped me from going to the gym, because, you know, depending on what time you go, the gym is not always necessarily crowded. Plus, depending on the gym that you're going to, they're getting thoroughly scrubbed right now. I know at my gym, I wipe down the equipment before and after I use it. So you should use those similar tactics as well, because you can't control everybody. Some people are just nasty. I'm telling you guys, some people are just nasty. So you need to go ahead and wipe down the equipment before and after you use it, because you don't know who was on there before you. You don't know if the person was sick or if they were just straight up nasty. So wipe down all the equipment. But if you can't go there, because like I said, your children are with you, not every gym is going to let children come in. So we got to think of ways that we can get our workouts in the house. What can you be doing? Well, the house is perfect for body weight exercises, or if you have, like dumbbells around the house, a chair and so forth. There are so many exercises that you can do. So matter of fact, I've created a guide of at-home workouts that you can actually do. You can get them by clicking the link below. It's going to take you to the guide where you can just download it. And guess what? You don't even have to put an email in or anything like that if you're thinking, oh my God, I got to put it. No, you don't have to put an email in. Just click the link and it's going to let you download it. You can also join my free Facebook group, because within the Facebook group, I do live workouts from time to time, which is, bam, another segue into my last point. Virtual workouts are becoming a big thing as of late. I've been a virtual coach now for a few years, and I work with all of my clients from around the world online. I'm actually not even meeting them in the gym. And one of the ways that I do that is with a group workout session that I actually do once a week, again, in that free group. And the way it works is a lot like a virtual conference call. So if you're coming from the corporate world already and you know how to work a virtual conference call, then you are already set. And for those of you who are not used to it, it's a fairly easy process, and I walk you through that as well. But anyways, you set up your little camera. Most of you have one on your cell phone or built into your computer, and I can see you and you can see me and all of your other classmates. So look. If you're an extrovert, you're gonna love this, because you can talk to people without ever leaving your house. How about that? Certainly, yeah, you're not seeing them in person. They're not breathing on you and all of that jazz, which for me as an introvert is a wonderful thing. But you do get to talk to people. So join those free workouts that I'm doing. You never have to feel away from the world. The world is connected to you virtually. You can go anywhere you want in the world in a matter of seconds. Just log in to those virtual workouts, all right? So those are just some of my quick tips for staying healthy while you are social distancing. It's fairly easy. If you need some companionship, extroverts, join my free virtual group, because there are so many other folks that are in there, and we're not all just introverts, all right? Last but not least, in the comments below, tell me what you learned in this video. What particular social distancing practices are you using to keep your extroverted mind moving? And how do you intend to stay healthy while you are locked away from the world? All right. It was nice talking to all of you. If you ever have any questions, you know how to reach me, Amber Fashion, the Lifestyle Architect. Leave your comments below. All right. Until next time, have a great day.